So no Kevin.
Nope.
All right, well, we'll get started without him. All right, first thing up is the public hearing on the use of, let me bring that document up. Road reserves not to exceed 20,500 to offset costs. Dan, is there something that you need to read other than that?
Nope, I'll just read that a little bit if you want me to read it over, just to
Sure.
clarify for everyone. All right, public hearing number 1. Road reserves of a not to exceed 20,500 will be used to offset costs in paving and repairing village roadways and municipal lots.
Okay. Any comments? Let's see, we have to bring up face or YouTube. You have the YouTube in front of you, right, Dan? So you can see if someone comments.
Yeah, that is correct. Yeah.
Okay. So any comments from the public on this? Any comments from board members? Going once, going twice, going thrice?
Well, wait.
Okay.
I guess the only thing I just want to make sure we explain is that the reason we have to do this is because of the 20% cut that is being implemented by the state, and that's what's impacting the CHIPS funding.
Right.
So, and what I also want to make sure that we're clear about is to our residents, it's not like we can say, well, we just stop what we're doing now and we'll be fine. It's the 20% off of each project that we've done to date so far. So even if we stopped right now, we would still have this 20% on all the other projects that we did with the CHIPS money that we have to make up. And that's why we're doing this.
Excellent explanation. Any other discussion? All right. Do I have a motion? Tim makes a motion. Do I have a second?
Ed's got the second.
Ed seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, unanimous. All right, now to the normal meeting. Call to order. First up, the approving of the minutes from August 11th.
I'll make a motion that we accept the minutes as written. I did not see anything.
Tim seconds. Any discussion?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Unanimous. Okay. All right. Authorizing the payment of the bills.
I'll make a motion that we pay the bills.
I'll second.
Pat second. All right. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any contact from Kevin yet?
I just sent him a text to see if he was having any trouble logging on.
Usually reaches out to you, Pat. All right. The next up is the treasurer's report. Very good stuff. We have a motion.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. All right. Cemetery report.
Yes, Kevin Slack is having some difficulty logging on.
All right. So we'll keep moving forward. We got a packed agenda. All right. Some trees came down. Pretty uneventful month.
Yep.
Yeah, I should have asked beforehand to see how we're doing on our tree budget this year. I know we've been taking quite a few down, but I think we're still pretty good on that, aren't we?
I don't know.
I hate to spring that on our
That's
our
okay.
treasurer.
I'll look it up and you can continue and I'll get right back to you.
All right. Do we have a motion to accept the cemetery report?
I'll make the motion to accept the cemetery report as written.
I'll second.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Okay. Code enforcement reports.
He's been busy.
He is always busy, yeah.
Well, you would expect that this time of year, everybody's building. There is pressure treated wood at Lowe's now.
I didn't realize there wasn't.
Oh, it was wiped out. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
they said they weren't gonna get it till late September, but it's there now. So it's pretty cool. I'll make a motion and we accept the codes report as written.
I'll second that.
Any discussion?
Phil, did we get did they eventually get that sofa that was on 281 Northwest Street?
Yes, I do believe so, Pat.
Okay.
I don't remember seeing it out there today, so.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Does he enforce the sign ordinance?
Which sign ordinance?
The ones we have in the village that you have to get a permit to put up a sign like Bob's Barbecue.
With Bob's, I've kind of, that's sort of on me because I'm trying to work a deal with DOT to get an attraction sign put on the highway and then attraction signs put permanently because it does draw so many people from out of the area.
Good morning.
Hey.
Hey.
So that one is kind of a bit more of a gray area. As far as the other ones go, what do you mean enforce? I don't think we've been writing any tickets, but you know,
Well, we're supposed to. We either were supposed to or we're supposed to pick them up. So
Yeah.
anyhow, okay, I didn't know what the rules were. So we're kind of opening ourselves up to other people then.
But I don't think, I mean, we can discuss this further. Are there any particular signs that you're thinking of? I mean, we've
Yeah,
got a lot
there's
of
3 of
protocol.
them. The last time I drove through town on 281.
Are they political signs or are they?
No, they're Bob's Barbecue signs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, again, that's a deal. He's supposed to put them out on Friday and pick them up on Monday.
Okay.
I don't know if he has been, but that was
Mayor,
sort of
I'm backing you up. Just delete everything I've said.
all right. I forget where did we have a motion in a second already?
We had a motion. I said approve.
You made a motion. We need a
I
second.
don't know who has seconded it. Sorry.
Tim Daly seconds. Any other discussion on the codes report? That's where we are now, Kev.
Right,
Give you an
gotcha.
idea. Yep, codes report. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Okay.
I'll be
Dog
just in a
control.
second.
Uh-oh, we just lost Pat. Let's see.
Looks like we had a couple loose dogs only, so that's not too bad.
Not too bad. Have a motion?
Make a
I'll
motion. Go ahead.
I'll make the motion to accept the dog control report as written.
10 seconds. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Unanimous. Okay. All right. Streets and parks. They have been very busy.
Phil, I saw we had a broken drain cover, looked like over by the green.
Oh, okay. Was it on Main Street itself, Pat?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's state,
Okay.
so I have to look into that then. I can get a hold of them or whatever. Let 'em
Good.
know.
That's their money, not ours.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
Whatever became of the beaver, Phil, did it, we assume it just died somehow or something?
yeah, I think that died or another one moved in. Of course, I don't know if you heard about the little school. They really backed it up there and it's coming into their fields now.
Oh, really?
I went up and looked at the beaver dam and I bet you it's between 10 and 12 foot tall. They have the whole
Wow.
creek blocked.
Wow.
So I told Dirk that get a hold of DEC and have to get a permit and stuff, so.
Yeah. Yep.
So you wonder why the
Amazing.
creek's a little dry, it's because that beaver's holding all the water.
Yeah.
back.
Well, that
It's
there you
pretty
go.
dry afterwards.
All right. Anything else to add, Phil, other than what's in the report?
No, I put in there, I got River Street is completed
Excellent.
and topsoiled and paved back in, so.
And
Are
so
we
we're
done?
looking,
I was gonna say, go ahead, Pat.
so we're looking at October 24th for the Fall Amnesty Day.
Yes. Yep.
Are we done with all the work that we needed to do at Kalale? I'm
As far
sorry,
as-
Griggs.
oh,
I'm sorry,
at Griggs?
Griggs. Yeah.
Yep, we got,
the batting
everything's
cages.
all been, all the dirt's been taken out, squared off. It's all up to them now.
Okay, good.
Mm.
Very good. All right.
Before you vote, I have Pat's answers because they affect the DPW report.
Sure.
There is, in the trees, there's 17,900 left, just to let you know. That was the answer on that one. And then Pat did ask me how far we are on the budget, and on every fund, we're either 54 to 55% remaining. So, and we have a little more than 6 months, so we're actually right on track.
I like to hear.
That's amazing.
All right. Do we have a motion?
Make
I'll
a
make a
motion.
motion.
Jump in. Oh,
Oh,
All right, go ahead, Phil.
sorry.
You start,
I
and
just
then
have
these
one
guys.
question. I have one question before I forget. I guess I'll have to try to get a hold of the guy that's building the burn dairy. I just have a question and other people come forward. The sidewalk, right where their retaining pond is going,
Yeah.
that drops immediately off the edge of that sidewalk. So I'm not sure what they're gonna put a fence there, because we plow all that and I don't want the tractor going down it or somebody falling into it.
No. Yeah. I will shoot an email to Christian about that.
Okay.
And find out what their plans are for that, because
Okay.
I think Buzz mentioned that
Yep.
too earlier. So,
All right.
All
Thank
right.
you.
any other questions?
Nope.
Got a motion?
I
I
make a
think Pat
motion.
was trying.
Yeah.
Pat's got a motion.
Second.
Kevin's got a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. All right. Fire department. We have mail-in. I don't think we have mail-in anyway, do we? I don't see him. All right. They had another successful chicken barbecue. I think they sold every single, well, I know they sold every single one of them by 12:30, so hour and a half is as long as it lasted.
I bought 6.
Got 15 and Pat ate 2 of them in one sitting.
One. Like I said, I have no regrets.
I'm going to tell everyone. Eat an entire chicken at lunch. Yeah, no, it was great. All right. Do we have a motion on the fire report?
I'll make a motion to accept as written.
Tim
I'll
made a
second.
motion. Pat is seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, unanimous. Okay.
I'd like to thank them all for their 9/11 tribute also.
I was going to wait for Chief Pittman's part to come up before I did. I know Chief did a lot of the stuff for that.
All right. Police department report. Chief, you want to point out any highlights?
No, it's been kind of extremely busy for me, but we're getting through it.
Yeah, I know
Chief.
you've been pretty busy.
I want to reiterate what Ed said, and thank you and the Homer Fire Department for putting on a nice 9/11 ceremony. It was, I know, given the current conditions, it was difficult, but you guys did an outstanding job on that. Thank you.
Well, thank you. And
Yeah, thank you.
we're looking to plan, hopefully this COVID and everything will be over with, because next year we'd like to plan it's a 20-year anniversary.
Sure.
It'll be on a Saturday. We'd like to plan something in conjunction with the city and the Homeville Museum.
That's a great idea.
Nice, a really nice contribute to them, to the 9/11.
Chief, do not, please don't let me forget to either myself or just ask Don to put something in the Homer News about the Cops on Top fundraiser, because we'd like to publicize that as widely as we can. In fact, we should probably do a holiday or what's happening in Homer on it as well.
All right.
You know, I like to compete against the other departments.
So do I. Yeah.
Let's see. All right. Any other questions for Chief Pittman?
No questions, but we should point out so everybody is aware and remembers that the drug take back is September 26th.
Thank you. Yes.
Unused medications.
Good point. All right.
Right at the town hall, so.
Couldn't be easier.
Yep.
Have we got a motion?
I'll make a motion that we accept as written.
Pat seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous. Okay.
Thanks, Chief.
All
Steve,
right,
you
thank
don't
you.
have to stay on the line. I know you've been working a lot. You can take off.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right. Recreation.
Hey, how are you guys?
Hey, Zach.
Zach.
Hey, that was a heck of a photo you took from your drone there, buddy.
Thank you very much.
What are you in the drone right now? Where are you flying?
Nope,
all over
I
the
am.
place?
I'm over at Kalale. We got the cheerleaders behind me up here, and just wanted to show you what we're doing over here. So they're cheering right now.
On-site reporting. I love this.
Yeah.
Live over at Kalale Field. So
Yeah.
I don't have a report in front of me though, so you can
That's
just
all
ask me
right.
questions. And
That's all right.
I guess
I
we're
like
gonna
your,
yeah, go
I
ahead.
like your CrossFit type program that you're working on. I think that's a great idea.
so I haven't heard back from Jeremy yet. I'm hoping he's still interested in it. I don't want to push him too much on it being the first week of school and all, well, now second week. But I'm going to hold off on actually implementing any programs for this week and next week. I would like to see how the school progresses and
Very good idea.
you know if it gets worse or better, and make moves after that. So
Good. All right. That's good. All right. Any other questions for Zach while we've got him?
I'll make a motion that we accept the report.
Second.
Kevin seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous. All right, Zach, you can go back to what you're doing. You don't have to stay on.
right on.
Thanks,
Catch you guys
man.
later.
Bye, Zach.
All right. Water and sewer. Oh, so the new chlorine analyzer's all right, doing all right, Buzz?
Yes, it's working very good. Usually a lot of those things have little bugs when you first put them in. We haven't had any, so
Good.
looking good.
That's good. All right, good. Let's see.
It was rather expensive though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, not in the world of those things, no. Actually, that's probably one of the most reasonable ones I found.
How many, well, I won't even ask. I know we got a lot of water meters yet to install. But that's still chugging along.
We're still chugging along. We're doing about as fast as they call us to put them in, so.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good. All right.
How's the manhole rehab activity going? Is that on track more or less, I hope?
Well, I don't know if they're actually on track where they're supposed to be right now, but they are still sealing them up, cleaning them up. I guess the big holdup now is the manhole covers and frames. They got to be US, and they're on order, and now they're back ordered, so that's kind of holding them up.
Yep.
So that's the big thing. And I also talked to Bruce from the water treatment plant in the city of Cortland.
Yep. About doing some testing.
Yeah, about the questions he needed. He still needs how many, the footage and all that stuff of our water, or the sewer and the pump stations, the lift stations.
Right.
I gotta give him that information because everything that's going in there, I guess he has to make a record of it, give it to DEC.
Got it. And then they offered, the city offered to do some COVID wastewater testing for us to catch everybody up. And the issue was, though, that they're pretty booked. They have only 2 portable tanks, and they're pretty much booked with the college right now. And then so our option would be to hire a company. I think he said it would probably be about $600 to come in and do it, I believe. So I think we'll just wait until they free up a little bit, unless anyone thinks differently. But it would just kind of give us an idea of the amount or level of possible COVID infection within the village. But we would have probably the places they'd pull the samples, we would really have no idea where in the village. So
Yeah, you wouldn't know where it is. And there was only one spot we could do it that would be just from the village, would be down there by Booth.
That's what I figured. We would pull it from there. And so, yeah, we might know, but it wouldn't be a whole lot of usable data for $600. I figured we'll wait till it's closer to free.
Yep.
And then we'll do it.
Well, yeah, we could narrow it down to about 3,400 people.
Yeah. Okay. So, any other questions for Buzz?
No, good to see that the gas line is fixed at the Little White Church. Thanks, Buzz.
Yep, that's back going again. We'll have some heat in there, at least this winter.
Good.
Is there anything else being able to go, as far as reconstruction on that?
We got some bids that I think we're going to talk about later that it's a little higher than what we were looking for. So I think we're going to wind up having to come up with either a different way to go or just having to wait because they're not anything we can do.
Mhm.
So.
Well, that's what we run to is price stuff here, like you say, with the analyzers and the, start dealing with water stuff. They know you got to have it, so they can get you.
Well, yeah, and prevailing wage really drives up the price of everything. So it's hard to, it's just hard to get that. So we're having issues with the cemetery with getting a roof on there too. They just prevailing wage priced them out of where they could even do it. So
makes it rough.
Yeah. All right. Anything else for Buzz? All right. We got a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Pat seconds. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous. All right. Thank you, Buzz.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Next up is privilege of the floor. Fred, do you have anything you want to share tonight? You don't have to, but I see you there. So always like to offer it to you.
Well, we don't have a lot going on, but just a reminder to Pat and Ed, we did vote to share funding with that water project. And so Pat was going to get us some information on that. And other than that, I'm just starting my budget this month. So I've got that in front of me. I got to have it for the first week in October. So
do you have the information you need from on the fire contract pricing for your budget, Fred?
Is it what you gave me last year?
I think it's you know what, I'm not sure. I'm not sure where we wound up last year because I know that we kind of did we do, I think we were going to do a 3-year, but then we did maybe a 1-year agreement.
Correct.
Is that correct, Dan?
That is correct. You got a 1
Okay.
year.
So, yep. So it would be whatever the year 2 that I guess we quoted was. But we'll get it for you, Fred. We'll get it for you this week.
All right.
Dan, have we heard anything from the fire commissioners yet?
That is negative.
All right.
And we revised our deadline. What was their new deadline?
October 1st.
Okay. Yep. All right. So basically, Fred, we said to them that if we don't hear back from them by October 1st, we're assuming that they will be finding fire protection from somewhere else. So hopefully we hear from them soon.
Okay, the fire commissioners, you mean?
The fire commissioners, yep.
All right, okay. All right, well, that's the proper channels that,
right.
When we met with that attorney last year, it was really quite an education.
Mm-hmm.
And I personally look forward to further discussing a greater fire district.
Yep.
In the future, I think it's imperative for that to happen sometime down the road.
Yeah, it's something that.
Other than that, I don't.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Well, other than that, I don't have anything more, Hale.
Okay. All right.
Fred, I did talk with Dan about the LWRP information, and we're waiting on some information from City of Cortland before he can get that the information you requested to you. So that's what we're waiting on right now.
All right. The money's not burning a hole in my pocket. So thanks for inviting me tonight.
Thanks for coming, as always. Okay, next up, let's see here.
Just wanted to say there's 4 watching on the YouTube channel, but there are no comments.
Okay, yep. Yeah, I have it up now too, just in case there are any comments. Okay. All right. Number 1, new business. Approve the appointment of Patricia Pollock as an alternate for Zoning Board of Appeals.
Sounds like a no-brainer to me.
Yep. We have a motion?
I'll make a motion that we approve Patricia.
Pat and Kevin raced for a second.
Kevin can have it.
You can decide to tie, and all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous. Very good. All right. Approve recreation refunds. That's the sheet I was kind of looking at.
Yeah.
So quite a few, clearly, but it's the name of the game right now.
It's all the football and that thing. Yeah, I approve. I'll make a motion that we approve.
I'll second it.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous. Okay. Very good. All right. Approve the Duck Derby banner to be hung up for the September 24th to 27th events.
I'll make the motion that we approve the banner to be hung from the 24th to the 27th.
Kevin race for second. Dan, you can pick on that one too. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous.
And I figure we leave it to the fire department at their discretion when to take it down, whatever's best
Yeah.
for them.
All right. Next one we've already talked about, but I guess we'll approve Amnesty Day for October 24th.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Unanimous. All right. Approve non-participation in IRX tax deferral program. So this is where people could have their payroll taxes deferred for a certain number of months, but then they would be required to pay them back, which I don't. That's a big lift. So plus it's an administrative nightmare for us. So we are going to pass on that, or I would like to pass on that.
I'll make a motion to pass.
Ed seconds. Any discussion?
Yeah, I just want to reemphasize that this does not benefit our folks, because if they have to pay it back at the end.
Yeah, that turns into a giant check you got to write.
Mhm.
You know, so, all right, all in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. All right, next up, approve the listing of the fire truck on the various auction sites with a reserve bid of $50,000.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Kevin seconds, all in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Approve the release of mortgage for Albert Barbieri for 40 Grove Street.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous, okay. Let's see. Approve completion of training for specific DPW, MEO, and approve corresponding wage increase. So this is to get Nick.
Certified, right?
Yep.
Yep.
And then increase his wages as we discussed.
I'll make a motion for that.
Second.
Kevin seconds. Discussion.
This is just a good thing. It keeps our guys up to date and it saves us money in the long run.
It sure does.
And he just passed that ASI or whatever it is. So
Yeah, ASE certified.
Yep.
yeah, that's great.
Yep.
It's heavy truck maintenance stuff, and that stuff was very expensive when we were doing it down at the local garage. So it's good to be able to do it in-house, hopefully. So
Right.
it's a good thing.
Just to let you guys know, he also passed his New York State inspection. I just don't have a copy yet because the state has to mail it to me and it takes 30 days. So that was also required, as we stated, but it is completely done.
So now I can
Good.
do in-house
Super.
inspection.
Super.
All right. We already have a motion in a second, correct?
Yep. Correct.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous. Approve the use of fund balance for hiring a temporary part-time laborer to install water meters.
And this fund balance is coming from the water and sewer fund
Water and
balance,
sewer
correct?
fund balance, yes.
Well,
So,
we gotta get her done.
yeah, yep. Buzz needs the help. He's got a capable person who's willing to do the work, and it's a part-time thing. I think it's great.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, unanimous. Very good. Approve the appointment of Newton Waterworks laborer part-time until January 31st, 2021 is needed. So the one we just approved. We just have to approve the appointment.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Approve extending Carl Cole's appointment through December 31st, 2020 on an as-needed basis up to 29 hours.
Well, I'll make the motion.
Same issues. It's all right. Second.
Yeah, for the discussion part, I just want to mention that we've got
Sure.
some folks that have use or lose vacation time.
Yep.
And by having this flexibility, we can get those guys in there so that they don't lose their vacation time. Phil?
Correct.
It doesn't indicate significant
take the
additional
vacation.
costs to the village.
Yeah.
Bill's going to be in a tree stand soon. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Get those other guys to take their vacation, Phil.
All right. Did we already? No, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Okay. Approve extending the Department of Public Works subs through December 31st, 2020 as on an ad needed basis up to 29 hours. The same. We have a couple substitutes that we bring in so that our guys can use their vacation, so that it's a use it or lose it thing. It's good. It's just a good all around.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Kevin seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Okay. Accept the resignation of Sergeant Roland Eckerd from the village.
Where's RJ going?
What?
Where's he going?
He is moving to Texas.
Texas.
He's a good guy. I liked him.
Yeah, RJ's a real good guy. He was a little bit behind me in high school.
I'll make a motion to accept the resignation.
I'll second.
Second. Oh, go
All
ahead.
in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. All right, let's see here. Mm, Okay, that's just that. Sorry. All right. The next up is appoint Tammy Dowdle to Fall Arts and Crafts Program as a recreation specialist at $75 a day and approve her budget.
I'll make that motion.
Jim seconds. Any discussion?
It's been a successful program. Kids like it, and we should do something to help the community.
Of course. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Appoint Jeremy Cook to run outdoor athletic program as a recreational specialist at $75 a day and approve budget. I think this is,
Can we punt on that for a few minutes?
well, and I think, isn't that the one that Zach said we didn't hear back, so we were gonna wait?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to talk about that probably some point
Yeah.
in time later anyway.
Yep. So
Okay.
we're gonna postpone that one. All right. The next up is we need to approve establishing the historian position for civil service reasons.
Yeah, we punted on that one from the last one at my request, and I thank everybody for their patience. I had a couple concerns. They were addressed. For one, this is non-competitive, so this is not going to be a testable position. So that, I think, benefits us in that regards.
Yep.
With Mike, I had other questions. This helps put us in line with the rest of our positions within the village. So I have no problems approving or making a motion that we move the historian position over to civil service.
Do we have a second? Tim Daly seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Unanimous. All right. Next up, approve establishing code enforcement officer for civil service reasons. Same deal.
This will be a testable. This is competitive, and our code enforcement officer has all the tests and then some. So
Yeah.
we're good on this. And this is definitely a position we would want to be a testable position.
Yes. Yep.
Absolutely.
All
I'll
right.
make a motion.
I'll second.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Unanimous. Very good. Let's see here. All right. Approve establishing a permanent part-time police sergeant position in compliance with civil service. So we're going to replace RJ with a part-time sergeant.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
That seconds. Any discussion on this?
I assume the chief is all behind this.
This, yep. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then I'm good with it.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Yeah. We're going fast. I had to take a little drink there. All right.
One quick thing, where does that part-time person come from?
There's
Chief has some.
Yep, he's got some candidates. With enough experience right in there, I guess is probably the way to say it.
We're gonna
Yeah.
do it coming from within or outside?
Come
Outside.
but yeah, they'll still come before us for the vote.
Okay.
But yeah. All right. Approve holding a United Way campaign.
Have we done this
Okay,
before?
we haven't. What we have done is allow them to use the park for their activities, which they're using September 24th, if approved, along with, we have a basket that we do every year for the food drive, which will be going up tomorrow, if set. And then what we do in a United Way campaign, as we do all our withholdings for insurance, is ask people if they want to, and if they don't want to, they don't. It's not mandatory. It's just whatever people want to. All the contributions, if somebody does, goes to the local agencies that United Way hands out.
I did the same thing when I worked at General Electric. It's like 3% or something, or whatever percentage
Yeah,
you wanted to. It was pretty cool. And then a lot
Yeah,
of
people
times,
can give.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can give anything at all. $1 a week or a set amount, a one-time contribution, whatever they want.
Yep.
Or they can do nothing. So
I'll make that motion to accept.
I think
Kevin
Kevin got the second on that one.
Kevin seconds, all in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous, very good. All right, now's the non-fun one. The bids for the Little White Church came in high. I don't know if you guys have already looked at them, but yeah, we're looking at 360, 386,000, 378,000, 294,000. So that's a big no. We do not have that kind of money, unfortunately. While it would be really nice to be able to do that at this time, for the amount of work that we are trying to get done, I think those bids are outrageous.
Should
I
have
think
built
we're
a new
back to the
building
drawing
for
board.
that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we literally could talk about hiring someone, like an actual employee or two, for a year to do the work in-house, and we would save a ton. So, and that's
Not a bad
something,
idea.
that's something that maybe we should think about.
Not a bad idea.
You know, if we brought in 2 people and just gave them a 1-year term, and between the Little White Church and other things, I'm sure there's lots of things for them to build. So we'll have to talk about whether, you know, the feasibility, and because I know that for the Little White Church, we were using the community development block grant recovery fund money, and I tend to doubt we're going to be able to use that for salaries. So we'll have to noodle it to see what we can do, because obviously we don't want to let this just die, and we don't want to just hold on to it in the state it's in forever. So we do have to figure out a solution. But
If you hired the people on our nickel, that may not be all that bad. And then you have money for materials. Could we use the materials and
sure, yeah,
stuff like that?
probably could use the block grant money for the materials. Yeah,
If that's doable, I think we ought to discuss this probably
I would like
some
to
more
discuss
and flesh out a good plan, because that's a great asset, and we
Yeah.
hate to, if it doesn't get fixed, it's going to go to ruin.
Yep.
And so, yeah, and that could be getting some support from the community. And so that may be some discussion, maybe some letters to the editor,
something.
maybe
But I think
some kind of meeting.
a 2-person crew, I think, could probably do most of it. And when they needed help, you know, we have people that can jump in and help for, you know, moving or lifting heavier things.
Are there other funding sources available, Hal?
Not any grant stuff right now that I know of. Unfortunately, because, you know, the New York State's,
Right.
I don't think they're gonna have any grant. Well, yeah, we've already well past the regional development grant stuff. So that just never happened, which, you know, I didn't think it would. So yeah, we can kind of look, but I'm not sure if there's a lot out there. So we would have to kind of figure out where the funding would come from. But yeah, I would hate to see this. I'd hate to see us lose it. So
Let us, put this out to the community.
Do a GoFundMe.
You might be
page.
surprised if you had a leader and like a Habitat for Humanity, you could get a lot of volunteers, get a lot of people involved. There's a lot of people that might like the steps. I know that's concrete work. If you had a leader, you say one guy, you don't need necessarily 2, somebody that kind of like clerk of the works,
yeah,
kind of knows stuff. And then you get volunteers, and that would make a great thing for the community, because that means community involvement and esprit de corps, possibly. I mean, hell, I got a lot of tools. I could do something maybe. I don't climb on ladders anymore though. Anyhow, food for thought.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. So
Maybe we can get a community organizer to help us or something.
yeah. All right, so we'll continue to talk about this, but for now we just need to reject those 3 bids. That's just for the limited scope of the work we asked to be done. I cannot understand how they came in that high, but
Refresh me, Hal. What was the extent of the scope we were asking?
to make that one sort of office into 2 bathrooms, 2 accessible bathrooms, to fix the stairs, to do an entranceway out the back with a ramp that went down. I'm not sure.
And to make the kitchen into a warming kitchen, so
Yeah.
it could be used. It's not wouldn't be a full commercial kitchen or even residential, but would just be a good staging area.
I mean, the kitchen is not far from done as it stands, and the lowest bid for doing the kitchen into a warming kitchen, which really is nothing, is $58,000.
Yeah, that's easy.
I mean,
put a hood in and everything.
yeah. So that's
absurd.
Yeah, it is. All right. Next up is
Need a motion to reject though, please.
Oh, okay. All
Motion to reject.
Second.
right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We have rejected you all. The next up is the signs. We only got 1 bid.
That is correct.
Okay. Western cedar, finished, double-sided V-carved, printed, painted dark green. Gold metallic, non-tarnishing 20. Yep. Well, looks like he's got it all listed there, and he came out at $47,278 for the 8 signs.
Did that include installation?
No.
So it's $6K a sign, and they're
Yep.
only what, 3x4s?
4 by no, they're
4x6.
4 by 6.
Yeah.
That's what signs go for, especially if you do gold lettering.
Yeah, and
And
I mean,
they
these
gotta
are the nice
last.
signs. These are the nice signs.
And they gotta last 20 years, so that's
Right.
what you gotta pay. So even though that's outrageous sounding, that's pretty normal.
And we have how much in our sign budget?
35, I think.
We actually have 40,000.
40,000.
Yep. I could probably easily come up with another 3 to 4. The rest of it, I would have to look through the budget next time, but I could probably find that because when we cut our sales tax, I think we're going to actually make in a little more. Because you'll see we're already at 70 to 80% collection.
Right. So this is
So if you want this, or you could approve it for 7 signs to start with, and an 8th we could think about next time if you want.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning that direction maybe.
Isn't he supposed to provide one?
Yes,
for us
it's
to-
in there. It's a full-size mock-up, not
Right.
it's a mock-up, but it's not, the finished sign. Yeah.
Okay, but
So
there's
he'll have to provide that, and we'll have to approve that for it to move forward.
okay. So if we go with 7, let's at least move forward so we can see the full size mock-up.
I think that's a great idea. I think we can cut it down to 7, and that's no problem. And then if we want to add, I mean, he's local, so if we want to add an 8th down the road, it shouldn't be as big a deal.
I'll make a motion that we approve 7 signs if we if that's allowed. Of course, that's not what he bid, so you gotta renegotiate with him. Over.
I'll make the motion that we approve the mayor to reach out to the sign company to see if he can negotiate for 7 and go from there.
All right. All right, we have a second. Do we want to follow that with a motion that gives me the authority to proceed with the contract if he comes in at a level that we can afford?
That'd be good. That's kind of open, Mayor.
Well,
we
yeah.
just put a cap on it. We say not
Yeah,
to
just put a cap
exceed.
on it.
Well, what is the cap?
Well, we've got 40.
Do we have any reserves to be
Well,
able to
Tanya
go?
said she could come up with probably 3,000 or 4,000 more, so we could probably
Yes.
if you guys cap it at 43, then that.
All right, I'll make the motion that we cap it at 43, and you have authority to sign it if you can get it for 43 or less.
7 times for 43 or less. Okay.
No second. Okay.
I'll second.
Oh,
All right.
I was gonna say somebody else come up with something.
All right.
No, just for discussion purposes here, we've had this money budgeted for these signs. So
Right.
it's not.
For many years.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
And good signs for the community is absolutely important to show that you're vibrant and alive, and it helps all our homeowners.
I agree.
So this is a good thing, and our signs definitely need upgrading.
Oh, there, yeah. Well, one's already fallen off.
Es-
So.
Especially whoops, with all the activity going on in this area.
Yeah.
Hey, and when they're up next year, we'll have the vaccine. People will be coming around more. The timing is perfect.
Yes.
I mean, you could make the case that say, hey, this is frivolous. It's not life or death. But hey, we've had the money. You can't use it for anything else.
Right.
So go
Hey,
for it.
Phil, heads up, because you guys are going to be having the job of installing and rebuilding the stanchions and the boxes and the concrete.
No problem.
Well, you have a year probably, or
Yeah.
6 months, or spring.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, we probably won't be installing them till spring.
Springtime. Yeah.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous. Very good. And
Budget adjustments.
budget adjustments.
Well, seeing I signed a whole bunch of them today and looked at them, I'm all in. I'll make the motion to approve the adjustments. They're just little dollar amounts from here to there, and
Yeah.
it's
All right.
nothing significant.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous. All right. Okay. Dante, what do you got for us?
A couple things for executive. I don't know if you want to talk about the Route 11 project at all, but we are pretty much at scheduling the closing date sort of step for that one. So good news finally. We got the last thing we needed from Minor's office last Friday. I was supposed to speak to Rich this afternoon, but he had to cancel, so we were scheduled for tomorrow. So I'll have an update for the trustees.
That's awesome. I am so excited that we're finally moving forward with this.
Dante, is there anything that is there a final walkthrough?
Do you want one?
To make sure they're in the condition that we want them to be in?
Yeah, well,
I mean, like, you guys are knocking them down, right? So
yeah.
The condition doesn't matter.
Okay, I'm not so much concerned about the condition. I just want to make sure they're not leaving like 55-gallon drums of
toxic sludge or whatever.
Toxic sludge behind.
Yeah.
I mean, sure. The IDA is obviously just vacant land, but you want to.
We want to get into the other two.
Pintenos and Minors, and
yeah.
sorry. And
we just want to send send Phil or somebody over from the DPW just to go through and make sure there's
Smart move.
I will contact both of those attorneys tomorrow and see if we can set up a time for maybe like late this week or early next week then for them.
Perfect.
Okay.
Let's start knocking her down.
Who do you want me to coordinate with for that?
How about coordinate with Dan, and then Dan can reach out and it'll probably be Phil. So Dan and Phil, but you just reach out to Dan. He can get a hold of Phil.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll do that. Good idea. Thanks, guys.
Anything else?
Nope.
All right. Board members, let's start with Mr. Kevin Slack. Any comments?
Pretty quiet on my end.
Yeah.
Yep. Busy doing physical therapy with my wife. So
how's that going? All right.
Really good.
Good. Very good. Tim Daly, what do you got?
Mine's pretty quiet too. They just wrapped up the baseball season and it was considered a success. Yeah, really nothing else on my end.
Good. All right. Ed, what do you got? You've always got some things.
Yes, I do. All right. The LRIP. Does anybody know who the city awarded their contract to?
I don't, but they have, I believe, a meeting going on as we speak, so they may be awarding it tonight.
Okay, that's good, because once I find out, we're pretty close to having our LRIP done. Dan finished the codes part. We've got the survey. We've had our 2 meetings that we had in March, Mayor, and December of last year,
we
Mayor.
did. Yep.
There's minutes.
I have the minutes.
Oh, you're good, man. And so we can turn that in. And then I think we have to do like a seeker or something like that kind of proposal or a statement from the board. And then it's up to the state. So we could get 10 points up from the 4 that we have right now. So I'd like to have that awardee look at it and make sure it fits, because we're supposed to work with the city, but I think we're almost done.
Right.
But
that's
way,
great.
That
you
way,
and Dan have done a great job.
All right. So that's that. So that's a good thing. And then 2 more questions. One is how's our dam removal? I know we signed some things to get some people looking at it. Hopefully that's working. And then the other question was how's our salt shed? Because I know I'm anal about this garbage truck, and it's probably never going to happen on my watch, but
you don't know that.
Anyhow.
You don't know that. As far as the dam, I know that it's in DEC's court right now.
Okay.
And they're slow. No surprise to anyone. Unfortunately, we missed the prime time to do it this year.
Yeah, we have COVID and everything too. I
Yeah,
mean,
so
I
chances of
understand.
it happening this year are low. I think probably take it out next year though.
So that's okay. As long as we're making progress.
And then I'm not sure where the salt shed, where we stand right now.
All right, that's it. I just want to make it,
Yep.
put it in the minutes.
Is there Keystone have to make some adjustments to that salt shed with the additional green tech stuff that they wanted to do? Yes.
Right. I think that might be that might be right. Yep.
We have to do discussions and that kind of stuff on it. I know.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I think that's did my signs. And Route 11's coming along great. People are looking forward to seeing a green strip there someday. All right. Hey, I'm done.
All right. That was pretty easy. Deputy Mayor Hold Chicken Clune.
I just have 2 things. One is I want to thank Tanya and Dan and Julie Heineman for the DDS tracking matrix. So for those residents that have been having issues and have gotten called up the village, we are tracking this and we are seeing progress being made. We are adding some addresses when they come up, and we are taking some off as they get corrected. DDS has been, or Julie has been has been great working with us on addressing these concerns. So if anybody has issues, call the village. Yes, Ed.
Oh, once you're done.
Oh, okay. The second thing I had is the census. When I attended the town board meeting a couple weeks ago, Linda Jones was giving an update, and the county is only at 60.1% has completed the census so far. So I want to put it out to our village residents. If you have not completed the census, get her done. This is our representation. If you don't do the census, our numbers are low and we don't get our proper representation and legislature or at local and higher level. So you can do it online. They're going to be having the door knockers at some point. If you have any concerns or questions, let us know and we'll find out the answer for you. And again, I'm throwing Dan and Tanya under the bus for that one, but
it's important.
It's
Very
important. So those were my two big things for tonight.
And I would like to say that they do the census by town, and so obviously we're within the town of Homer, and the town of Homer has the best response rate in the county so far. So let's maintain that all the way through. Ed.
Community gardens, and this may be something Phil may want. We kind of started late, so a lot of them turned into weeds. I'm on the beautification committee, so they look like hell. I'm not so sure that people are going to clean them up themselves. I don't know.
I mean, everyone, they all
there's a
have
few
the same
clean.
box. They'll have the same boxes, you know.
Okay, so maybe you know, okay.
Give it time.
Okay, because you know it's a great thing.
Oh yeah, yep. I think some of them do need to be repaired though. That is.
Yeah, we do have the wood at the shop to do that when we get a few minutes to get to them.
Perfect.
Okay.
I have Mike and them. They're actually building the roof over the generator right now. So.
Oh, okay.
Started that yesterday. So.
All right.
So the ice doesn't break it.
All right. Anything else? Anybody have anything else? Trying to think if there's anything. I think we kind of talked about everything I've been talking about. I'm getting a lot of feedback from residents about the proposed Dollar General. That is not a decision that the Board of Trustees makes. That's in the hands of the planning board right now. So if residents are for it or against it and want to voice their thoughts on that, they should send a letter or to the village office, care of the village office, to the planning board. Would probably be the best way to do it. They could also, that would probably be the best way, because then it could go into the official packet, or come to the next planning board meeting when it's scheduled. But I am hearing a lot of feedback on that issue right now, and that's all
Negative
I
or
have.
positive?
We gotta say it's probably about 95% negative.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Why?
Yeah.
It's not really, what I'm hearing is it's not within the character of the village. There's one just across the aqueduct, the viaduct in Cortlandville. It's not the most attractive structure if you look at it. So, and also it's just that's kind of already a busy little spot of road. To put another business there might not fit, but yeah, it's been, I would say, majority negative feedback, and some people are pretty passionate about it.
I understand that. Okay, the only reason I ask is I'd like, growth in business and helping our tax base and that kind of thing. So
they generate a lot of revenue as well.
Yeah, and
Well, the problem is it's sales tax revenue, and then that goes to the county, and then we get just a tiny bit back. So,
There's a comment on the YouTube page asking where the proposed location is.
It is where the Super Scoops is right now, where the Super Scoops is, and then back
next to the pizza,
across the street from.
Across the street from it, yeah.
All right, that's all I have. I know we do need to go into executive session to talk about a real estate item. But before that, Don, do you have any questions for us?
You're muted, Don.
I can already see you saying no.
No, you shouldn't be talking for me, Hal.
I know. Uh-oh, he's got something.
No, as long as you're talking about this, I'll put my planning board member hat on. Planning board met last night to discuss the Dollar General site, and it has been referred to county planning, but in summary, the planning board has not made any decision, has some questions about it. But if anybody has objections, they should send them to the village. I don't want to be too much of a downer, but I believe that as long as Dollar General meets all of the code requirements, it's going to be hard to stop them from building the building. I don't know if it's in the planning board's purview to dictate this type of structure they build.
Yeah.
Again, Mike Pollock made some good suggestions. There were some good comments, and the Dollar General people seem inclined to comply with whatever the requirements are. Again, all of the paperwork is available at the village office. And if somebody wants to look at what I have, which is also what's at the office, I'm usually available to go over what the plans show. I was not totally excited about them personally, but again, it's a matter of we can't just say we don't like you, we don't like the idea, so we're not going to let it come in.
Right. Did you guys require a traffic study?
I'm not sure whether we asked for one or not. Go ahead, Pat.
They were either in the process of submitting one to DOT, or they had one at DOT. I forget, but there is a traffic study out there that we should be able to request.
And
I just don't. I don't know how you do that without completely changing the road there.
Well, they've got some magic programs that they show how a tractor trailer could make the turn into the site for delivery, and how they could leave the site. What I did notice was that from what they're showing is tractor trailers entering would have to be northbound on 281 and cross the lane of traffic in order to have enough room to make the turn.
That was and that'll be easy.
Yeah, and then leaving, they have to cross the southbound lane and go northbound, because I don't think there's room enough to make the turn without turning into the northbound lane of traffic.
I cannot imagine how much that would back up 281 to have a tractor trailer sitting there waiting to make a left and have it be clear enough that they can make a left-hand turn.
Well, the upside of that is that it might make it easier for people to get out of burned dairy. But that's again, I shouldn't be making light of this thing, but it's a very serious issue, and if the public has some input, I'm just not sure. Can we put the the site plan, the elevations particularly, that show the front view, side views, and maybe the at least one or two of the traffic layouts on the village's website.
I think Dan could do that. They're currently on the Facebook page for WXHC, and the WXHC's their local news page has them all too.
Yeah, I can get it up. That'd be no problem. Also have another comment though from goes into line with what you're asking, Don. I want to know if the village and planning board can direct what the building could look like and all that good stuff. I think we touched
kinda
base
talked
on it.
about this
Yeah.
before, and we can't mandate it. We can encourage them to do things that we think would be more fitting with the village. I don't personally think this is all that fitting, but
Yeah, I don't believe that we can say you've got to have a brick structure. We can encourage them, as it looks now, they're going to have a masonry knee wall, if you will, in the front, but nothing on the ends. It's just two slabs of steel siding on the ends. There are windows in the front entryway, but then faux windows, if you will, with shutters on them on either side of the main entryway. So, I don't know, it doesn't look like if you put it up next to a Burn Dairy store, it sure as heck is no comparison. And and I don't even know the mechanics of this whole thing.
Was there a required setback, Don, from the road?
Oh, they meet all the requirements. They meet all the setback requirements, side yard requirements. Now it is going to have to require, it does require they're going to have to do a subdivision because apparently that's all one large parcel.
Right.
And they're going to subdivide it, take the ice cream store out, and part of the store will be behind Riverbank Auto Sales lot. Part of the parking is planned for there. But the initial plans that we had, and I don't know, somehow we didn't get, the planning board did not get full scale maps, full size maps. In fact, I don't even know if the village got them. So we were working kind of.
We did not
blindly, but a handicap, but we did get them better ones last night. And I don't know if they found the ones that FedEx delivered.
No.
No, Pat was in on this.
We have a follow-up comment from the YouTuber who wants to know if the village can make a rule moving forward with regards to, I guess, types of buildings, perhaps even types of businesses.
Well, I guess that's up to the village board and the attorney to come up with some kind of a standard, but I don't even know if you could do that. Probably you can. I believe it happens in Fayetteville, New York.
I've worked in places where they can direct everything, including the landscaping and all that kind of thing. The signage, everything, but we don't have it now, and I don't know that it would be copacetic to try to change the laws in the middle of their application process. That wouldn't
work. That would not work.
No, that wouldn't fly. You'd lose that one in court.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, I'm not sure that unless the village annexes some more land, there isn't a lot more available to build on. There is another building going on behind the trooper barracks. It's a storage building for Family Health Network that really, I'm not too keen on the design of that, but it's not road frontage particularly.
Right.
But, you know, where else are you going to build? You know,
Yeah. Well, right.
so in if these if rules like that were in effect 150 years ago, we wouldn't have downtown Homer today.
Yeah, you're probably right. So it's a kind of a non-issue for this, though.
Correct.
And so
That's my comment. And the sign order that you're looking at, the sign bid, I'll probably stop in and take a look at that tomorrow.
I get a copy of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No problem. No problem.
Other than that, I'll let you guys go on to your highly important secret meetings, and I'll sign off. Thank you.
Thanks, Don.
Bye, Don.
All right. Anything else before we go to executive session?
I'll make a motion that we move into executive session according to the law.
New York State Public Officers Law, Article 7, subsection 105.
All right. Kevin seconded it. So all in favor?